G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers Legends beta mod, where we're playing our Peasant Brothers campaign. So, when we left off, just a second, I'm just going to make a minor change to that, I think. Put it back like that, so maybe there. Lock that down, and then we might put that back to that. See how that goes. Okay. I have just added a chat panel over here onto the screen so that when we do get some people chatting, when these videos go up on YouTube, you'll be able to see what they're saying and understand what we're doing, what I'm talking about and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Right. Very happy with this party layout. We have a little bit of money now, not a huge amount, but we have a little bit. I don't think there's anything I'm probably going to want to buy at this point. It would be nice to get some more armor, but I think we shall just try and look for some more missions. Ooh, a 3 skull. Oh, arcane knowledge. Well, that's nice. It's 1,000 crowns now to track down a stolen book. It's usually, you know, when you start the game, it's only a couple of hundred. Great, half my brothers got into a brawl for no real reason. Hopefully they're not too injured. Most of them have just got light injuries, but it's not ideal. 8 thieves, rabble, poachers and thugs. So I've been playing a little bit today, and I've played a bit more of the base game, and very much feel like in some ways Legends is easier and in other ways it's harder. Yeah, it's interesting because they've added in the bandit rabble, which are an easier version of the bandit. And quite frankly, I'm at the level now where these guys are not a bandit rabble. You know, are not a concern at all. Any one of my guys can take on many bandit rabble and not really expect to die. Thugs in the base game are the lowest level of bandits. And the thing is that at the moment, when I'm playing this mod, it's actually very rare for me to come across bandit raiders, which are the hard level of bandits. They just don't seem to appear very often in the game. So it seems really strange. So that in that way, it feels like Legends is a little bit easier. But I do, even though I think it is very realistic and a fun little mechanic to have the layered armor in this mod, I do tend to feel that you end up paying a lot more to get comparable levels of armor in the Legends mod as to what you can get in the base mod. So, for example, in the base mod, you can get something, if you get the padded leather armor, right? It costs about 200 to 300 to buy a set of padded leather. It costs about the same in this to buy padded leather. In this, you can put padded leather on top of multiple other lower levels of just the straight body armor. So linen shirts, all the way up to gambesons. But if you put the padded leather on top of a gambeson, it is basically, and it costs you, it can cost you a couple of hundred to buy a gambeson to put it on. The padded leather in this on top of a gambeson ends up being the same armor rating as the padded leather from the base game is. So you actually end up paying more in this version of the game to get to an armor level that is equivalent to something in the base game. And that's the thing, even though I love this mechanic in here of having it, I think it needs some tuning, because it definitely feels like I'm spending all my money getting these guys to certain levels of armor, which I didn't have to do in the base game. I feel like I spend all this time and money on setting up armor on every single guy. You go through this whole thing of get this piece, then that piece, then this piece, then that piece, and each bit costs so much. Whereas you essentially in this game, you probably can get higher levels of armor than what you could in the base game by mixing and matching things. And yes, it's fun to have that level of customization, but tell you what, it's so much effort to go through to get all of these different pieces together to get it to the level that you want. Having said that, it does feel like some of the armor is a bit rarer in the base game, and so I feel like you stay at a lower armor level in the base game for longer, because while it's fairly easy to find padded leather, or in the base game, leather lamellar is a little bit rarer. And then it seems, at least early game, things like chain is even rarer again. And yet, that's the sort of thing that you really want to be getting, because that's the stuff that's going to keep you alive. The padded leather is okay, but, any of your metal armors are going to be much better in the long, particularly for your front end guys that have to just take all the hits. So that's the problem I have with the Legends mod. I think the concept is great, but the implementation of the layered armor, and in particular the costing of it, is, I feel, a little bit prohibitive. Okay, so now that I've ranted about that, let's and I'm really playing this battle very conservatively, and I really shouldn't with these guys. It's over, because I so outclass them and I so outnumber them that I should just wade in and hack and slash. They'd have to get some pretty lucky shots in to take my guys down at any given point. So, yeah. I don't think we really want to hire any new people, to be honest. But if I did, I would probably be looking for more two-handed guys to drop in the back in here so that they can swing around on the flanks. Or maybe I would do something like this and put the pikeman in there and put another two-handed guy there, so that these two would fold out on the flanks. And then once they do that, these guys might move around. But I don't want to move the archers around too much, so that's not going to happen, I don't think. But let's just have a look. Grave robber, vaguely interesting, but no. There's a peddler who already has a crossbow. Doesn't necessarily mean she has any skill with it, of course. Yeah, no one that's really jumping out as being exciting. In the market, let's sell that, and probably that too. We're doing okay for food. Okay. What's the contract? East of Stackenberg to root out a goblin camp. Let's talk money. It's only 1,000 crowns all up. How far are we from Stackenberg? Down there. It's not too far away. It's actually probably pretty close to the last one. I think the last one we did was just over here. So I think we'll take it. We have a little bit of a reserve here, so we're not going to have too much of a problem. We do have to you know, that's only 3 days worth of 3 days worth of salary that we're being paid, but we're going to get there in about a day or less. So let's slow things down now. Let's head on in. So we're all looking good. No major issues. Did I want to be giving out more bandages? So you have a bandage, you have a bandage. You do, you don't. So let's give you one. And then do I have... Most of my archers aren't going to have them because they need... extra carry space. I mean, I could give him a bandage, and then we've got a spare. So what are we looking at here? Some goblin skirmishers. That's easy peasy. Six, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so they're all in play at the moment. You're the easiest one for us to hit, so let's try that. Terrain is a little bit against us. Our archers, unfortunately, are all just down on the bottom level, which isn't ideal. There. Okay. Beautiful. You down there. You can't do anything. I might just pause you this time. Well, you can get that guy. Let's try. It's a long shot, but... looking good. Can you? No, you can't. You can wait. You can wait. Wow, okay, you can go for him. Oh, good, jolly good shot there. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's over. And no levels on that, because yeah, it was pretty easy all round. Okay. Can leave. Time to collect our pay. What do we got? A brigand thug, a war dog, and some miners. This is going to be so ridiculously easy. Chance for more loot. Sorry, puppy. It had to be done. We just got the miners left that we have to take care of. Just missed him. In fact, the roll was so far off, but it looked like it just missed him. very straightforward fight. Not even getting these guys, any of the melee guys into the thick of it because they don't need to. Between the spear wall and slings and archers in the back. And we'll end our round. They're going to get away. It's over. Don't need to run them down. Well, we did get some levels out of that. Just slowly creeping up on levels. So let's make sure we take advantage of that. What did we get? Our dedicated slinger back here. And so we are going to give her heavy rocks without a doubt. So she can do even more damage with that sling. that, and some resolve. And then our two-handed axe guy, our lumberjack, yes, that's definitely what he is, now gets axe mastery. And we're going to continue bumping that. I think we're going to go for melee defense this time. And that's all of our levels. And there's no gear here that I want to use for anything else. So, back to town we go. Wonderful. Let's keep all of those. We don't need any of those anymore. We don't want those because they're junk and we don't need that. Gonna buy that because I like collecting it more than anything. Still have 2 days worth of food. Let's get another food there. Right. Don't need any of that low-level stuff. How are we doing? Everybody's in good mood. Don't need to worry about that. What's this mission? Okay. Let's do this. This is going to be unholds. Hunt down the unholds. Let's hope this is a manageable number of unholds. I don't see any prints yet. So we're just gonna... Problem is the damn swamp. Let's just come up this way. Seeing any sign that way. Come back down this way. I just hope I don't have to go running through the swamp to find these guys. I hope they're going to come around to the road. Might try along this way. Just see if there's any signs of them around the marsh. I don't want to go through the marsh if I can help it, because it's just too slow going. Might be worthwhile going up into the hills though. Ooh, there's some tracks. Come on. Now it's going nightfall. 2 unholds. G'day, Wasong. If we can track these guys through the night and attack them in the morning, that would be really good. I think if I charge at them now, we'll get them in the morning. Yes, very good. Okay, we have the high ground. Yeah, no, I'm more of a chill sort of streamer. I like it on the difficulty level I'm on. I might ump it a little bit sometime, but for now I'm happy. We're not going to see them yet, so let's just pause all of our archetypes. Right. Now it's time to let them have it. We can move to there. Right. That was good. No. Ouch, you're in a deep little hole there, aren't you? Okay. Very nice. That's good. That's very good. And then a couple of sling hits to finish it. The round, that is, not the actual unhold. Great, the warden runs away. You're supposed to be helping. Keep you there until later. Keep the spear wall up. Very good. Okay. Move you down to there and wait. Let's concentrate on this one. You can't get him. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and see if I can, because at the moment he's coming down to this side, and I'm a little bit concerned about my girl actually, who's stuck down the hole down there. So I'm going to bring out Yona and see if I can tempt him to move up this way a little bit. Yona can always retreat a little bit later. If he does move in that direction. No, okay. So, we're stuck. You can't reach him from there. What, he's too far away, is he? You're not going to do any good down there. Let's move you in. You're not going to do much good up there, neither are you. Keep you there for the moment. Okay, this is a little dangerous. 2 shots of friendly fire. Not good at all. We'll leave you Okay, yeah. That was a good shot. Okay. Okay, you're heading down this way anyway, so we might as well get you into it. Boom! That was a big, big hit. I liked that. That was very nice. Okay, no levels off of that, but we got some unhold hide, which I think we need more than that though, but we might just pop in and see what it takes in the crafting menu. I can make heavy, the large quiver of arrows. Ah, yes. Let's queue one of those and queue one of those. That's a good idea. Yes, that's a very good idea. But it's going to take 42 hours. Why is it going to take 42 hours? Because we don't have anyone who's really good at crafting is the thing. The only people we've got crafting at the moment are those who are good at... Oh, g'day, Yona. Yes, I did start early. Yeah, I got woken up for work. I'm on call this week. I got woken up at 3:30 this morning. It's now 5:45 at night. And I normally get up at 6:30 in the morning, so I got up 3 hours early. I figured it might be a good idea to start just a little bit early on the stream, because I've got a feeling my energy levels are going to plummet in a couple of hours. So I thought if I start early, I might be able to finish a little bit early. Not that I really want to finish early, but I might have to. So we'll see how I'm going in a couple of hours. So yeah, I don't need you doing that, or you doing that. Or where's the other one? It's with you doing that. So it's still going to be 22 hours to do all of that. Maybe get a couple of the people who are doing repairing as well. It's 18 hours. Yeah, that's enough, I think. Although we don't really need to gather anymore. We've got plenty of... So 17 hours. Yeah, let's do that. Let's camp on that. See if we can't get all of this crafted. It's going to cost us a little bit, but I want those two bigger quivers. There we go. Time to get moving. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got the large quiver of arrows. Who's our best archer? 79, 84, 73. So it would be T. Opsons at 84 has that, so we'll give him that large quiver of arrows there. And then our best crossbowman is 61 or 49. So it'll be you. There we go. Maybe later, if we get more hides, we can make more of those. We'll keep that. There's no reason not to. Yeah, nothing else we want here. Oh, maybe No, those tools. Maybe some arrows, just to be safe. What's the mission? Sure. Raid the... Oh. I need some time to think about that. No, I don't want to do that mission. That's raiding another... that's raiding a caravan. I'm not going to raid caravans. I'm here to stop the greenskins, not start a war between two towns. That's a stone keep. Let's come up over to here to this citadel. And there's no missions. Why is that not surprising, really? I'm buying all this spice, but I'm not really using it very much, am I? That's about to go bad, so let's get rid of that. We got 3 more days. Let's get some more of that. And some fish. Those arrows are cheap, and those tools aren't bad either, so we'll get a couple of lots of them. And oh look, some more paint for our shields. Your shield. Let's... There we go. No, hang on. What, is that a greatsword or a Zweihander that you've got? That is the greatsword. Okay. I think I really want a Zweihander for that one. Ooh. Reinforced lamellar harness. 150 for 23 fatigue. That's a lot of fatigue. Let's have a look at the armourers, see what he's got. Lots of interesting helms, some of which are very expensive. Some more armour, some reinforced mail. But the sleeveless halberd, which he doesn't have any of. Light scale armour. 85 for 10 fatigue. Oh, there's more. Oh, it's leather scale. I thought that was more. No, it's this stuff. Footman's leather armour and the sellsword's leather armour. Or the noble leather armour, which has less fatigue but also doesn't protect as much. Reinforced, hardened leather brigandine. Wow. And there's leather brigandine. Okay. I'm not going to buy anything. I was really just window shopping at this point. Let's find us another mission. Yeah, let's come down to Stackenberg. No missions there either. What's going on? Just very strange. I might... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So I can make 2 complete lots of the... What's the name? If I can just get meat and fruit. So we might go and do a spot of camping in a minute. So that's the great sword. just eyeing off armour, which I'm not going to buy. Again. Sellsword. Footman. Sellsword's leather armour. Sellsword's leather armour. Noble leather armour. Yeah. Oh. A plate cuirass armour. Right, so let's just camp here a while. The only person we really want crafting still, I think, is Amy, who has the cooking. I think there might have been someone else that we took cooking on. Someone new. We don't really have that many new people though, so I can't think who it was. It wasn't you. Not you. So we got Amy. Did we take it on anybody else? No, I was thinking about it for Cynthorus, but didn't do it. Okay, so if we just make sure Amy is the only one who is still in crafting, we take everybody else and put them in hunting, except for maybe those two who are patrolling. Although you're probably better hunting than patrolling. So let's put you there, you there, you stay right where you are, you stay where you are. Yeah, you can patrol. We might just have one on patrol for now. Although, yeah, I don't think we need anyone repairing. If I go to patrol, Yona's just as good at scouting as she is at... He's 10% at scouting, but good at hunting as well. So there's no one else. Well, there you go, Blanche. Okay, so let's make Blanche and Wiggled, whatever, the two patrollers. While we're waiting, we might make a single bread. So, we camp. We wait until we get a bunch of food. So like there, we only got meat so far. So back to the camp. We want to make 2 cured venison. Back to the camp. We want a bunch more food. We want fresh fruit. We got 2 fresh fruit. Great. No, it's not what I wanted. Didn't want to get moving. I wanted to go to here. Now we're going to make 2 dried fruit and camp, and as soon as they're made, which is okay, we've got another mouth to feed. Let's have a look. I think, what have I done wrong? Why? Oh, the other dried fruit must have gone bad before we could use it. What are you like? You are a beggar, a refugi, hatred for nobles, club-footed, and asthmatic. You can go in the reserves. God, you can't even do anything useful in the reserves for us. Like, seriously, you can't even... You don't even have any of the, like, you know, stacking and all that sort of stuff. You're a complete drain. 1 star in range, but it's going to take a while to make you useful at ranged. We'll just leave you in there for the moment. I've got to get back to camp. So we've still got that in the queue for crafting. That's good. Let's just have a look. There's the fresh fruit. Good. So that should get made now. Right. Back to camp. Let's make our 2 masterfully cured rations. 1, 2. Leave camp. 1, 2. Done. Time to get moving. Go back into town. Can we sell them for a profit? 685. It's not the best. I could wait and go somewhere else and potentially get more for it. But, you know, 1,200 crowns is 1,200 crowns. So, let's just sell a whole bunch of this little stuff. Especially this stuff that's going to go bad soon. We have some bread there. Let's buy some mushrooms. Grain and some more bread just to keep us going. If I'm going to equip this guy with something, can we salvage something out of this guy? I mean, so in the first level there, he's got the slinger spins, so he could use a sling. He does have sling mastery, and he's got large stones at level 5. So maybe he could be a slinger, but he's only got 1 pip. And even then, I don't know. I wish it told you how much it's going to go up by on that attribute. Like, it's still, even with 1 star, that might only go up by 2 per level. It's more than likely going to go 3 or 4, but it's going to take a while for him to get anywhere with that. Health is okay-ish. Fatigue is, yeah, okay-ish. Starting resolve isn't too bad. Just with the clubfoot and asthmatic, he's not really going to be much good for anything. The only thing I can think to give him is a sling. If I could find a sling staff that wasn't, you know, several hundred gold crowns. But the other thing is if I'm going to make him, an archer and put him in the back line, I might as well just give him a crossbow and be done with it. I just don't think he's got any feats for the crossbow. I mean, we can throw a spear in his hand and he can be a spear waller. You know, he's got thrust master, he's got spear waller. We can do a colossus to give him a few more hit points. Really don't have anything in this level, I think, that would really, steadfast maybe, or resilient. But if I make him a spearman, he's going to have to stay in line and not move. And frankly, the fact of the matter is that we don't have, like, all of our spearmen are actually really good already. We don't need another one. The only thing I was looking for was someone who could dash out and do attacks and come back in, and he's club-footed, so he's not even suited to that. I'm going to dismiss him. Pay him 10 compensation and get rid of him. He's an absolute waste. All he's done is cost me money and food. G'day, Nicholas. So sell that. Yeah, and there's no missions here. I didn't check to see if there's anyone. Oh, there's another butcher. We could make another cook. It's going good, Nicholas. It's going good. Haven't done too much so far. A couple of small fights, I think. But nothing too challenging, really. I'm trying to find some decent missions. Yeah, I don't have huge amounts of gold. I've got 3,500, but no, I don't want to do bloody delivery missions. And 400 gold to find a spot on the map. No, thank you. We're in the goddamn greenskin crisis, and the last 4 towns I've been to, they've either had no missions at all or just garbage stuff. My renown is famed, so I feel I'm doing reasonably well. What's this? Caravan escorted for 5 days. Just give me something decent. Okay. 400 gold to do a cemetery. 670 to drive off brigands. Okay, I'll do that, but this is going to be... I was saying this before, I don't know if there was anyone else in the chat. I switched my game back to playing when I was playing this afternoon before I got on the stream. I switched back to the base game without the Legends mod, and I noticed some very definite things. One is, at this level, I could put probably 2/3 of this group in reserve and still take on and win this fight and probably not lose a man. Now, admittedly, I'm playing on beginner level difficulty, but we are 21 people against 10, and these are all bandit rabble or poachers. Bandit rabble don't even exist in the base game. They are the easier version of the bandit. And I almost never see bandit raiders. Legends beginner is like veteran on vanilla. No, it seems incredibly easy to me. The beginner legends, I never see bandit raiders. All I see are rabble, and there aren't even thugs here. It's rabble and poachers. The poachers are the hardest guys here, and I'm probably going to be able to kill them first. Right, so I feel that in some ways Legends is easier because a lot of the harder enemies, particularly in the bandits, just don't appear. I almost never get bandit raiders playing Legends, and yet in one of my early fights in the base game, in vanilla, I had one raider and 3 or 4 thugs, and that was a hard fight early on. But here I am, X number of days in. I think I'm probably over 50 days in, maybe more than that, probably close to 100 days in, and I've probably killed only a small handful of bandit raiders because they're just not appearing. So I think that needs a little bit of tweaking. Yeah, so I'm over 90 days in, and I'm just not seeing, like, why am I not seeing the heart? Why am I still seeing bandit rabble? Like these guys that are waltzing in with absolutely no armor. And like, as I said, I could put 2/3 of these guys into reserve in this fight and still win it easily. There is no challenge to it at all. And I don't understand why it's like that. I mean, there are still challenging fights. If I come across, large groups of undead or large groups of orcs or whatever, there will be challenging fights. But anytime I come across bandits, it's just... I have that feature turned off. The going further from towns, I have that scaling turned off. So, yeah, I could send Yona in alone and would probably win that fight. This fight I've got here. There's absolutely no reason to not take a chance with this, because these fights at the moment have been very easy. And even when I thought the reason why I got through the last campaign that I did so easily with that adventuring party was because the adventuring party was OP. But I'm looking at it now and going, no, I think it's because there's a little bit of a balancing issue. And while, yes, the early part of the game is still hard, until you get to about a dozen people, the game is hard. And, getting good combinations of gear for them is hard. But once you've done that, I'm not seeing challenging opponents very often. And even, some of, as I said, but brigands, forget it. I haven't had a challenging brigand fight. It just doesn't seem to happen. So, yeah, I guess it's to do with the armor and the perks, but it really, I don't know. I feel they need to tweak it a little bit more, because at the beginner level, I'm not seeing, and maybe that's right. Maybe it's just beginner, and I need to try some of the harder levels and see how they go. But it definitely felt harder when I went back to the base game. Felt much harder. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. You can't reach him. You don't need to do anything. He's just going to run away unless we can do something about it. And I seriously doubt we will be effective at anything. No, it's over. We're not going to run him down. Well, maybe we could have, but... More brigands. Come on, where are they? Thugs and poachers and a war dog. I was seeing that even right at the end. Yeah, I'm day 115, and I don't see anything harder than brigand thugs. It's just... Yeah, I have actually turned that on. I've got 2 guys who now have goblins as their favourite enemy. So I'm hoping to get some interesting goblin opponents. But maybe I need to see if one of my guys has brigands as their favourite enemy. See if I can't get the occasional raider out of that, because at the moment it's just brigand fights are pretty boring. I mean, what did I do yesterday? 31 Werdegangers? And, you know, I don't think anyone got really all that injured in that fight. So, I think when I'm done with this playthrough, I am considering doing another playthrough of the vanilla game for a bit. But I think if I come, when I come back to Legends, I won't say if, when I come back to Legends, I'm definitely going to up the difficulty, because it is not as challenging as I would like at the moment. Yeah, well, see, I turned the difficulty scaling options off, Nicholas, because I felt that the last playthrough that I did wasn't, it felt the same. It felt like it wasn't getting harder. I was getting more opponents, but I wasn't getting any really difficult opponents. You know, I wasn't getting any new opponents when I had that on. So I thought if I turn that off, that might fix the problem. But obviously, I got that around the wrong way. And yeah, it's seeming a little easy at the moment. So yes, I shall definitely be looking to get more favourite enemies, if that's the way I'm going to be able to increase the challenge. Even to the point of not crippling my guys, but you know, if I look at it and go, oh, I can take a perk that's going to let my guys do a lot more damage right now, or I can wait and instead get a favourite enemy to spice things up a little bit. I think I'll take the favourite enemy. Oh, you think you're so smart, Mr. Staff Boy, don't you? How smart do you think you are now? I was actually going to have you run in Yona and kill him, but when that crossbowman could not actually attack anybody but him, it was like, okay, well, I'll just do that. Let's just run Yona in, because quite frankly, and Kappa, because quite frankly, the rest of the guys are just sitting here twiddling their thumbs at the moment. No one's getting close enough for the spear wall, and half the guys are out of range of the archers, so we might as well let a couple of the guys have some fun. Yeah, for some reason Blanche can't hit the broadside of a barn from there. We might still be able to pick a couple off with our better archers. I mean, even the two unholds we fought before was easy. Like, the unholds didn't even really get much of a chance to hit us. I don't think they did, actually. I think I wiped them both out before they actually got to us. Settle down, guys. You'll all get your turn, all right? We'll kill you all by the numbers. See? If you just wait... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's all right. She can just stand out there and look important. Look, why don't we get you up on there, Blanche, so that you might actually be able to shoot at something. You don't have any targets either, but no, I won't move you forward. We're taking enough of a chance with Blanche standing out in the open like that. Oops, sorry, Yona. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that one's going to run away. Getting close so he can't run away. You can't attack anything from there. Oh, he managed to dodge. I don't recall if I've got any dogs, actually. I don't think I do. It was the green-skinned one. Looked more like what I think of as a troll. We had two of them. We were in a swampy sort of area, and we had two... Oh, are they baby ones, are they? Okay. Well, we killed two. They didn't have much of a chance. We wiped them out pretty quick before they could do anything. Is this guy going to be able to... Nope, he's not going to be able to get away. Yeah, well, with my... I don't think they even got close enough. No, they did get close enough. They did actually get to my line. The second one did. The first one died before it got close. It was in rocky terrain, so they couldn't get... I'm not sure if I've gotten any elite enemies yet or not. All I know is it seems like the last couple of days there haven't been too many fights that were really all that challenging. Okay, we're going to keep that shield because we want spare shields just in case. We're not going to worry about that. We don't need that or that or that or that or that. Actually, we're not even going to bother with that shield, frankly. We got enough. We are getting a little low on food, so let's buy that. And that, I guess. So we did get some levels, so let's see if we can't. See, we've already got greenskins as an enemy there. Overwhelm, forceful swing, camouflage, nimble, matching set. Was there any other interesting... See, there was dire wolves and spiders back here that I could take. But there is the overwhelm bow perk. And I think I want to take that first. You are one of my better archers, aren't you? You are my best archer, so we might just take that. And that. You haven't taken greens, enemy goblins yet. So what we might do, there wasn't any others here. It was just goblins, wasn't it? Double strike, heavy rocks, wind reader. Let's go back here and let's take dire wolf as something different. And then for you, no, we're not going to screw around with you. You're going to get two-handed sword mastery, Yona, and then maybe later we'll give you... No, Berserker's next. I don't want to miss out on Berserk. But you did have favourite enemy spiders or favourite enemy caravan. That's no good. I don't want you killing caravan people. Spiders might be alright, but not caravans. Did you have anything else? Any other favourite enemies? Indomitable, perfect focus, matching set, nimble, mind over body. Oh, I got nobles. Okay. But there's no favourite enemy in that lot, is there? No. That's fine. And then we need to give you some more of that. And hell, let's give you more of that and that. I know I should really be giving you some defense, but there is... Offense is a good defense as well, and you've got plenty of hit points, so that is good. Right. We really don't need any of those, so I'm not going to keep them for now. Do we have no injuries? That's good. We don't oh yeah, we'll buy a drink and make people happy, I guess. Anyone that really stands out here that we want? Nope, nothing that interesting. And this was the mission that really wasn't worth the money. I'm going to decline that one. Let's go. Back up here. Well, actually, that's the other thing. Let's not. Let's head over here and see if there's any... So what do we got? Oh, no. Okay, I definitely want to do this because that has a few Brigand Raiders in it. But I don't want the 3 Lindworms. Because Lindworms, I don't know those yet. But at least there are some Brigand Raiders in here, so I think it's 1, maybe 2. Who's the 3rd Raider? I don't really see anyone else with... Oh, maybe it's only 2 Brigand Raiders. Well, every time I've come across Lindworms, they've been hard, but then again, I am finding it easier now, so maybe I would not have quite as much of a problem anymore. Let's see if we can't take this guy out, because we need to teach him that, you know, not wearing a helmet in battle is probably a silly idea. You're going to pause until someone else... Oh, well, look at that. He got right there where we want him. See, now, if you wore a helmet, you might not have died so easily. Okay. Queue up there. Spear wall. There's only that raider left, I think. The rest of them are just thugs by the looks of it, and poachers. Oh, and butchers. Try and get some of those poachers back there. You can wait. You don't need to do anything. Yona can handle that one guy perfectly easily. And he hits a good hit. Well, I said Yona could handle it, but the random number generator says no. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that can happen? Well, I mean, I know the worst that can happen is that he dies, but how likely is that? Yeah, try and take out those guys. You two. Well, they say it's a thought that counts, but in this case, unless you're thinking mind bullets, it's not working. You're obviously not thinking mind bullets, I guess, because they didn't work. Oh, please, like, could you do anything more than that? I really, really wanted you to do that. That is the best possible thing that you could have done for me. Thank you. There we go. And you can miss. Okay, so you're using your pickaxe to try and destroy my head armor. Is that the way it's going to work? Are we going to get a hit this time? Thank you, Yona. Very good. Okay. See, that's what happens. Just in case. Yeah, why not help finish him? Put you there, and then no. Doesn't matter which way I go, you're going to get stuck there. Let's charge in. And he hits a good hit. this guy's going to get a chance to attack before I can do anything about it. Can I still sling from there? There we go. That had to be done, although I would have been able to move her down and possibly stab him in the back as well. Is he bleeding at all? No, just a fractured elbow. That's good. Yeah, we'll heal on 3 to 5 days. Okay, so his melee defense is down because of it. You're just going to stay right there, Kappa, and not do anything. I don't think we're going to be able to catch probably any of those 4. It's just going to be those 3 that we'll be able to do, I think. Yeah, because I knew I was pretty sure that they were both going to get a go this turn. We might be able to catch that one. You can't shoot him, but if you move to there, you still can't shoot him. At least not this turn. Oh, look at that. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to be able to get close enough. You, however, can. And I think... you can as well. There we go. That's probably the best we're going to be able to do. It's over. Silverware and some assorted gear. A seer run, yeah. The problem I have with a lot of those runs is, yeah, I can sit here and say the game at this point is getting easy, but it is still hard at the very start of the game. That's sort of why I picked this militia run, this peasant militia run, because you start with like 12 guys. And so that makes it a little easier as well. You've got some warm bodies that, you know, if they die, well, tough luck. You've got a few more. You can keep going. But those lone wolf starts are really hard. But if you can get up to, like, you know, 6 guys and keep them alive for a little bit, and be careful with your early game fights. I'm going to sell that as well. I don't need it. I don't need any of that, and I don't need that. Yeah, if you can keep them alive and through the early game fights, and choose your fights carefully, it can be done. Well, I mean, I do have starting funds set to high, but it still doesn't necessarily give you a huge amount. Like in vanilla, with starting funds set to high, you get $2,500. In Legends, with starting funds set to high, you get about $1,250, depending on what you're doing. Yeah, there are things you can do, caravan missions and so on, but caravan missions do still get ambushed. You can still get ambushed with delivery runs. Like when I do, for example, when I've tested doing the Lone Wolf Ranger, and you could do it with any of these. I don't take anyone in my party. I do a bunch of runs first where I just do delivery missions or scouting missions. I find X spot on the map. I do a whole bunch of those, and at least with the Ranger, you start at level 3 so you can summon the dog already. So if I do get ambushed, I summon the dog and I run in the other direction. The dog runs to the enemy and I manage to get away. And then I can just summon the dog again next time. It's not a problem. So I have tried that offline, that tactic for a ranger run, and it does work, but it's still hard going. And so I try and then get to like a couple of grand so that then I can afford to hire, say, maybe 2 really good guys, and then we start picking things. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The ranger doesn't cost money either. Any of the times that you take, not any of them, but I think most of the avatar starts, your avatar doesn't cost. You don't have to pay your avatar. You start to feed them, but you don't have to pay them. So if you do the seer start, if you do the cell sword, I think it is, the ranger, if you do the assassin, any of those ones where you start as just you don't have to pay yourself. It's interesting that you see it doesn't want to eat. When I've done the ranger one, the ranger does still eat. That's the only thing that's a problem. And in fact, you start off with rations that are going to last 20 days or whatever it is. And you don't even finish going through all of those before they go bad. I end up selling those rations and buying just grain because it doesn't last as long. And so therefore, if it does spoil, I don't lose as much. Okay. I can't... I'm pretty sure the ranger did contribute to... It was using provisions. And so I ran around by myself for, the first 10 days or whatever it was and tried to get a whole bunch of money. And then I hired a couple of guys, a couple of good caravan hands or something, and then tried to go from there. It's still a hard start. I still, I've died every time I've done it. But with a bit of practice, I'm sure it's probably doable. But yeah, as I said, there's just this, it seems like there's a really big tipping point. Things are really, really, really hard, and then suddenly you get to this point where from then on, everything is just so easy that there's little challenge to it. Did we get any... No. Did we get any injuries? I said temple. Yes, you had the fractured elbow. That's right. And you really need your armor fixed. There's no armorer here, though. Is there a town nearby that has an armorer? Probably not. There's actually not much in the way of... Did that say we haven't been there before? Well, we got to fix that. We can't have a place we haven't been to. Ooh, what is that? Unknown. Lots of ghouls. What do they class as lots? Just 12. Okay. And already one level 2. Oh man, that terrain is garbage. Wow. Like, my archer can't even shoot. Admittedly, my archer is in a bit of a hole there. I don't like this, but I think I'm going to move at least my archers back. Maybe even one further back from that. Because we just don't have good terrain here at all. Let's try and see if we can move everybody back. This is why I know a lot of people have very elaborate formations and at the start of the battle they take their first few turns to move everybody into the right position and everything. But particularly with these enemies that move so fast, like the ghouls or the direwolves or everything, I am always reluctant to move in those situations because it's inviting trouble, inviting pain, because Some guys are going to get caught and they're not going to be able to move. Oh, damn it. And then I do something stupid like that where I skip past someone's turn. So we now have an archer sitting there who can't really move back this round and may actually get swamped. So I think I'm going to have to put... Oh, God. And you're injured. That was a stupid thing to do, moving Kappa there. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem. I'm going to leave you there for the moment. Skip your turn, move back, and you can move back to there. Okay. So, I think we have to try and get these archers, and they're just got no range at all in this because of the terrain. Oh, there is a big mama. Archer's going to get out of there. Yes, I am going to be able to get you out of there. Wow, 4 of them already at such a high level. Actually, I should be targeting them first, shouldn't I? In some ways it makes sense, in others not. We do have to move forward. We've got to make an effort to move forward because we've got to get on that body to stop them eating it. That's step number 1. I feel like I want to get in there and help out with that as well. I don't want you too far out of reach, but I'm going to put you there. His armor is getting worn down very quickly. Sorry, Ghostface. I've left you in an awkward position there. That's it. We've got to do this. Yeah, let's bring the pain. Let's do it. Let's just get in there and do it. Start trying to pick some of these guys. The archers are going to try and pick some guys off from the back. You're injured, but I'm going to get you up in there. And let's bring up you as backup. Get the hammer out. Get on that body. That's the most important thing. There we go. Yeah, the best place for you is right there. Yeah, I don't think Ghostface is going to last. Yeah. Sorry, Ghostface. Let's get you in there and help. Get you in there and help. start picking off these ones in the back. Doing very well there. Let's get you up there so you can at least slow the shot. Okay, so we've had one person eaten already. Damn it. Let's get you there so that you're not getting a penalty to hit. Almost got that one. Good hit there. Damn it. Yes. But then he... Oh, thankfully... Damn it, that's 2 down. Get you there. You can't do much good from there, but there we go. What about you? Move up to there. You can't do much good anywhere, really. That maybe. Good. Okay. Wow, you got a big guy over here. I still want to take out him first. You can move to there, and you can't attack him. Great. Got to move to there first. Can you attack? No, you can't attack him from there. What about if you get around there, maybe? What do I need to do here? I need to... Well, there's several bodies I need to get around. Yeah, we lost another one. I don't know if he actually died, though, or not. There we go. Miss was unfortunate. Yeah, I don't want to take that chance. Just a second. Okay. Can you get to there? Good. So we've still got just these two left. Okay. That's how it's going to be, is it? Sorry about this. Damn it. You're not doing too well, Yona. You're missing a lot. Come on. We need to take this guy out. Only a 5% chance to hit, because it's also night time. I need to get more people in here to help with this side of the fight, because it's not going all that well. Yeah, sure, switch. If I can get you to there, you should have a straight-ish shot. Still only a 5% chance to hit. Oh, Ghostface survived. Kappa didn't, though. I had a feeling Ghostface had survived. Right. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to fight those other 12 there as well at the same time. We don't actually have a mission. I was just on my way over here, wasn't I? We better... so first things first, we better put you in the reserve, because you're not going to survive another fight without it. We just lost our axeman, and we lost one of our spearmen. The other thing we want to do is see if there's anything we can craft. So what does this necklace do? Fashioned from trophies, declares the one wearing is a veteran of battle against feral beasts, not easily daunted. +4 resolve. Doesn't really seem all that worth it, really. And I'm sure antidote is useful, but quite frankly, I've never really felt the need for it. Sorry, was there any other levels? I didn't check. No. Oh, yes, we did get a level here. So we're going to give you Cleaver Mastery, even though you rarely ever pull the cleaver out at the moment. And then we are going to do that, and that. So we've got to go to town and hire 2 new people. Let's sell all of that. Very good. Let's buy that, those, and that. Then let's get some more tools because we have a lot of stuff to repair. I'm not going to buy any arrows though because they are expensive. If we're going to hire somebody, 2 new people, we better hope they've got armor because we don't have any to give them. We do have a militia guy here, so he can replace our spearman. Fear of undead and hatred for nobles. Let's take him. Yep, that's exactly where you're going to go. Let's give you that, that, and that. And yeah, you can have that, that. Once you get up enough levels. We're going to need padded leather and chain for him at some point. But I think what I'm going to do is take a 30-second break. So I shall be right back. Just a sec. Right, we're back. So we took the one guy. And no, I don't really think she's going to be much use. We do have some sullen people, and I'm assuming that's because... Oh, he started with a level up. Well, there you go. Militia practice, please. I mean, I know it doesn't give you any more hit points, and your hit points aren't anything to write home about, but that will work well. What have we got? Yep, I'll take that mission. Will give me a chance to... So where are we going? Wow. All the way over to there. Okay. Gonna have to be careful with my food, I guess. I might go to here first. I want to be on the lookout on the way. Well, A, for opponents, but B, for at least one more person, but also some armor for our new guy. I probably should get him armored first before I consider doing anything else. We won't hang around for that. So... a few necromancers, some Wedegangers. Okay, let's have a look. What condition are we in? You're only at half health. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to strip your armor off and we're going to give it to this guy. Alright, and then we're going to put Yona into your position, Ghostface. And that's how we're going to handle this. So this will be a more challenging fight, no doubt about it. 2 to 3 necromancers and multiple geists. If I can get an arrow into the geists, they're going to be easy, but my chances of doing that is quite small. So this time we're not going to screw around with our formation. We're not going to do anything. We're going to have someone go after the necromancers. That's a given. So there's one right there. At least it's not hexes. That's all I can say. At least it's not hexes. So you're going to wait there for now. We're not going to bother to do... It's worth it. We're not going to bother to do shield wall just yet because they're not going to get close to us for a little while. But as soon as they do get close, we're going to have to unleash everything we've got. I really want to concentrate on the geists though. You know what? I'm going to save ammunition and rest up for the moment. Okay, so there's 4 geists. Like, this is the problem. It's only a 5% chance to hit them, but if I hit them, we don't have to worry about them anymore. So it's worth rolling the dice. I mean, we don't have unlimited ammo, but a lucky shot is all it takes. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. Both those shots missed? And that missed? Wow. I have never had such bad luck hitting Geists before. Like, I want these Geists gone quickly because they can't be resurrected. And if I can take them out... You're sort of in my way now, Warden. Thank you. You can stay there. Once we get this Geist gone, we're going to move back into our original positions. Well, sort of. We are still going to have to tackle the necromancers because we can't, unless we can find a way to decapitate all of these zombies, we're going to have problems. Just wait there. You can wait. There's no one nearby. You can wait. Move up. Okay, that's the Geists all gone. So apparently there's 5 left. These 3, and that means there's 2 necromancers back here somewhere. So the most important, there they are. So the most important thing to do here is keep the pressure up on those necromancers. So let's go. Yeah, these 3 guys here are going to try and keep the pressure on the necromancers. The rest of us are going to defend, because they're going to be able to raise that one, and potentially this one after we kill it. So if I bring these 2 guys back here and provide a bit more defense, any that they raise we can handle while these guys take on that group. Actually, we can probably send more guys after them. Maybe all of these guys will go after that. These guys can shuffle down this way a bit if they have to. If these guys aren't going to come forward, we've only got a smattering of undead to take out. So I'm going to leave you to pause. Same with you. Let's start bringing you forward. Okay. You're going to stay back here, Valor, because you're not that great in combat. Okay. Very good. Can you get through to there without getting caught on that guy? You can. Might move you down that way a little bit. And you can get in there. Right. That's good. Finish that guy and keep moving. You can come in with this hand as well, because that guy's pretty heavily armored. Okay. So we just do that. followed by that. And he's not a problem anymore. We take the chance and do that. And he's not a problem anymore. Chop time, I think. There we go. That was a wonderfully big hit. Worked very well. You can move forward and confront him next round. Okay, they're all dead. You can come in and help. You can come back, I think, because we've got plenty of guys there now. Yeah. You'll hunt there. We might as well do that. Still that guy there. So ignoring him. Just put you on. How about you just do that? You do that. Finish him. Move to there. You can come back to there. Help with him. That way. There we go. And then you can jump to there. You can move to there and swing, and beautiful. They're not going anywhere. You there? Oh, I didn't even realise that one was back there. Oh, well, we managed to evade him sufficiently. You can take him on. Wonderful. We are almost done. And Yona finishes it for us. I don't know, I don't find goblins annoying. They're not too bad. Oh, a nice signet ring. There we go. We're still on our way over here, aren't we? We've already picked up a third of our bounty. What am I thinking? You need a level. So we took Steelbrow, but we really wanted Spearwaller as well. Do you have any favourite enemies here? You don't. Resilient, steadfast, alcohol, push it, brawny. So I know brawny will be good, so we'll take that. Come back and get Spearwaller later, I think. And no more hit points for you for a little while. I say that now, of course, but watch what happens later when I change my mind. Ooh, and some easy brigands. How close are you to being healed? Nowhere near it. You have a permanent maimed foot now. That's not good. You have a second shot, don't you? That looked so close. Okay, if you're not going to let me go forward, then I'll just kill that guy instead. I don't have a problem with that. That's the hit we want to see. Yes. You can move to there and then miss that guy. No. Can anybody get close enough to stop that guy from running? Don't know. You won't be able to. Should have given someone sprint. I think I actually have. I just don't remember who it is. It was probably the guy that died, though, knowing my luck. I don't think we're going to be able to catch this guy. If we can't... No, you can't get close enough. You can't get close enough. You can't get close enough. Let's just end the turn. I don't want to be running around trying to catch those guys for ever and ever. Okay. That was silly of me. Where are we going? Still making our way down here. We may have made a mistake taking this mission because we may run out of money to pay everybody before we get back to wherever it is we've got to go. It's quite laid out, this. So where's the next one? Okay, that's easy. Let's go there. Damn it, I wanted to go after the brigands. Where did they go? Still just thugs, poachers, and rabble, though. Do we have you got enough health? Yes, you have no, you don't have full health. And you don't have good armor at the moment either, so we'll keep you. You content to be in the reserves at the moment? No, you're dissatisfied. Okay. Well, look, that's fine. We will take you out of reserve. I can't guarantee it's going to remove your dissatisfaction. Why are you dissatisfied? Because you suffered a permanent injury and you suffered an injury. Is there anything we can do to make your armor better, though? No, we don't have anything. Okay, we'll just take the chance. There's only a few poachers. If we take the poachers out as quickly as we can, we'll be alright. What did that... Did that actually hit that guy? Okay, the graphics sort of on me and I didn't actually get to see who got hit. Yeah, it's doing the same again. was him again that got hit. Okay. I wonder why the graphics is going so wonky at the moment. Just a second, I smell a funny smell, and I'm hoping it's not my computer. No, it's not. No, I think it's people smoking outside. I can always smell them when they're smoking. In apartments nearby, but just wanted to be sure because something's going funny. Something is really having problems at the moment. I don't know if you can see it as well, but for me, I don't see the missiles flying properly at all. And even the aftermath of them is not really very clear. So we're going to take out these poachers first. We're going to attempt to take out the poachers first, is the operative word there. I'm just going to bring you in. Yeah, that's... Let me just watch the stream there. Yeah. There is definitely something lagging on my computer. I don't know what it would be, because I definitely know everything that's running on my computer at the moment. Keep you there. Yeah, that's definitely something funky going on there. Let's get the cleaver out. You can just wait. You can move forward. Oh, this is painful. Just gonna have a quick check of my resources at the moment. See what's doing what. What's using up all my CPU. See something hit 100% there very briefly a second ago. Firefox has been a bit of a hog there at one point. Might just leave that open. See if I can see what's happening. No, I don't see anything definitive there. But something's really chugging. Take out the archers first, if you can, please. Okay. I may have to restart the game after this fight. Because that's just ridiculous. You can't get any of them, but... is I wonder if it's the chat that I have added to the stream in the video panel there. I wonder if that's what's causing the problem. That is the only new thing that has been added in recently. It might be hogging all the resources at times. I'm not seeing any major jumps in CPU attributed to that, but then I'm not catching it quickly enough when it happens. You need to reload. There we go. Okay, this fight is taking way too long. I've got to... Is there a way to not do that as a tree, maybe? Yeah, turn off dependency. That's better. Yes, that web content might be part of the problem. Okay. Any hit is a good hit, but at the moment I can't tell. Yeah, I did think it could be a problem. Let's... I'm not running out of disk anywhere, so that's not it. I mean, yes, the log file could be getting large, but it's obviously not too large because I've got plenty of disk free everywhere. How far over there can you get? That's good. And let's get you in there. We got to speed this up. This is painful. Let's just roll that up a little bit. I like to keep it down, but let's roll that up. See if that helps. And actually, let's do that. Let's turn off the chat box and see if that improves anything. No, but technically it's still there. Is there a way to disable it? Let's look at the properties. Could just delete it. No, I'll put it back up, but I may have to try turning it off for tomorrow's stream and see if that improves anything, because this isn't workable. I haven't tried opening the file. The game can be opening it, but it depends on how it's coded as to whether there's a problem. The weird thing is it's only Like, you know, there's no problem. It's just sitting, that guy just sitting there bouncing isn't a problem. But if I go to move him, you know, it's not doing that sort of movement smoothly. And then when I try and do the animations for the shooting, it's also a problem. Let's move a couple of my archers in closer so that they've potentially got shots next round, if we can stop them from fleeing too quickly. Yeah, no, you're fleeing too quickly. There's no way I can do anything about that. Okay, I'm just going to end the round because we're not going to be able to catch that other guy. And we'll say it's over. Okay. Let's grab all that loot. Leave. I'm going to very quickly save and quit. Quit. And then reopen. And that's that, isn't it? No, you haven't picked it up properly. Does that sometimes. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, good. Still suspect it's the chat box. Because that's the only thing that's changed. And I've done 5-hour streams with this game without a problem. So I can't imagine... Where am I going? I'm supposed to be going up here. I can't imagine how it's something to do with, like, file sizes of stuff in the game and stuff like that. I just can't see how that can be the problem. Because you would expect that as you're running the game, until you save and close, yes, it might be adding to a file and that gets very big and that slows things down and everything, but A, it shouldn't be slowing anything down in the battle. It doesn't actually, it wouldn't update those sorts of things in those files until the end of the battle. And B, it shouldn't, yeah, I don't know, it shouldn't be doing that quite at that level. Not going to sell the Scrammer Sacks yet. I want to check on something first. And I might keep that pitchfork just in case. Get rid of that and get rid of these. Okay, we need... You don't have any decent armor. There's no armourer in town. And there's nobody there that looks good enough to hire for... Oh, hang on, I probably need food, don't I? 2 days worth of food. Yeah, the battle log might be part of it, but if that is the case, I don't think much of the developers, because it's not something that should be a problem. You should be able to work your way around it. You should be able to code it so that it's not an issue. We'll see how we go. Although I'm probably not going to stream for much more than about half an hour more. Where are we going to now? Oh, back here to Wasenhaven. Okay. We've done 22 of the 30 that we need to. That one, I think I saw what was in that, and it was just a huge, huge group of undead. I didn't want to take that on, so we might skip past that unless they come out of there while we go past. Oh no, it's not too bad actually. A few necromancers though, but see if we can't find something else on the way. We're going to stop in Stolenhaven and see if there's any more armour to buy. They don't have an armourer, but they might have something in here. Looks like they do. Crappy mail though. I don't like the simple mail shirts. We'll take a Gambison, but that's all. Well, it also, I mean, the game's been running for, 2 hours or more. The stream's been going for 2.5 hours. That means the game had to have been running for about 2 hours, or before the problem started. Yeah, I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it over the next few days and see if it keeps coming back. If it does, I'll try tuning off the chat and seeing if that's a problem. Seeing if that resolves anything. I don't know. This simple mail shirt is so useless. I don't want to buy it, but I feel like I need. And I didn't even need to buy that Gambison. Well, I probably did if I give it to somebody else, some new guy that we put here to replace. Was it Ghostface? I think it was. No, that's Ghostface. That was Kappa votes. So I was going to check to see whether the Scramasax, and we had. You can use a cleaver, but that cleaver stuff doesn't. It's better to keep the normal cleaver for you rather than the Scramasax, I think. But that does 30 to 45, that does 20 to 35, and that's also got more penetration on armor, so we might actually do that. It's a little bit silly, but we'll do that for now. Right. And yes, we need some food, don't we? So get some fish and some more grain. And then let's... Ooh, people. A thief, a pickpocket, a fisherman, another pickpocket, a refugi, a cripple, a peddler, a vagabond. No, none of them, thank you. Yeah, let's... Can't really afford it, but we'll buy drinks and see if that helps anybody. And now we have to go back to here. We probably could take the boat, but we do need to actually find some other small group of ne'er-do-wells to destroy on the way. We don't have to, but we're wasting money if we don't. Problem is that we can't afford to pay people indefinitely, so let's just... Oh joy. Let's just go back along the road a little bit. Not too far, and just see if there are any bad guys around the road. And then we'll come back to Wasenhaven and finish up. Maybe we'll come back this way. Yeah, no, I'm not going going to wait any longer. Not as much as I would have liked to make there, but yeah, what can you do? So we've got safe roads now, that's nice. 315 crowns a day in wages at the moment. Oh, hang on, I wanted to see what that mission was, don't I? Let's have a look. Oh, you've lost a relic. The unearthed tomb. Let's go and have a look at the unearthed tomb then, shall we? It's just down here, nice and close. That's good, because I didn't want to go all over the place. 18 undead. There, a fallen hero. Okay. As you prepare to go and grab the townsfolk's relic, you see a shiny khopesh adorning a tall and ominous statue of the man. Your first thought is to send a mercenary to go and grab it, but then you wonder, what in all this hell is it doing here? Perhaps the peasant brothers should stick to what they task. Let's see what happens. Yay, we gain a khopesh. Oh no, the Elder Stone is dissolving. And we're being attacked. And I can't even see what that khopesh was like. Ouch. Sorry, Warden. Oh, good. You got rid of the doggy for us. That's nice. Let's move you forward. Oh, no, you didn't get rid of the doggy. It's right there. Oh, that's right. It jumps all over the place, doesn't it? Until you actually kill it. Well, of course it's until you actually kill it. It's not going to continue to jump around after you've killed it. That wouldn't make sense. And we can't do that. Did we kill it that time? No, we didn't. I don't know where it went then. It didn't say we killed it. It must have gone off the edge of the screen. I can still hear it in the background. Oh, I can't hit you. I didn't think I could. There he is. He's coming back for more. Yeah. Concentrate on the one target. Might as well. Does mean I can't concentrate on that target anymore though. You can wait. go there. Ow. Yeah, okay, I won't go there then. I was hoping I could move to there and then do a sweep, but I forgot that, of course it wouldn't let me do that, would it? That would be just too nice. Okay. Yeah. Missed. Okay, just the doggy left. He only had one hit point left. It was like, how long is it going to take down that one hit point? Actually, those ancient bladed pikes are actually pretty good if I remember rightly. Yeah, have a good one, Nicholas. So, we got a Kopesh, which is very nice, which we're going to give to you instead of the Scramasax, which would be, of course, we may never use. But what I'm interested in is... No, it's pitchfork, wooden pitchfork, hoe, scythe, and wooden flail. Okay. And the same with that. So if we had anyone else, it would be good, but we don't. So we'll sell those. Sell the Scramasax. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to sell that and that. And we might just keep those helms for now. Still no good armor though. And there's no one else there I want to hire. And there's really nothing in the way of food. At least nothing all that good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make 4 loaves of bread with the stuff that I've got there, so I might just do that. No, that's not what I need. That's what I need. Go to there. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hours. Camp. Great. Time to get moving. Let's head to here. Oh, that's right. We don't use spices to make flour. I thought we did. Silly, silly me. That's a simple mail that we don't want. Actually, there is... We'll get some fish for a bit of variety. We'll get some more grain. Get those cooking spices. We might just camp here briefly and make up some stuff. Do we need... Yeah, rip deer. Fix that. Is there anyone here that we want? Cripple, grave robber, washerwoman, refugee, brawler. The brawlers sometimes can work out all right. He's got the hay baling stuff. I mean, it would be good to get another lumberjack to replace the one we lost, because then he can use that axe properly. Other options. This grave robber already has the shovel, and I'm pretty sure if we hire him, he is greedy and dumb. But he has that gravesman. If he keeps using that shovel as a weapon, it gets more powerful. And he could take Mace Mastery. We could make him a two-handed guy. So let's try that. Let's take him. Fortunately, we don't have the equipment that we really want for him. So he's got a simple leather jacket on a padded surcoat. Let's change that. Actually, let's strip that off. And yeah, he can keep that ancient household helmet if he really wants it. Although the ancient legionary helmet's a little bit better. Oh, we had another level over here. You're doing all the speary stuff, or what you can of it, because you're actually a fisherman. So no, that's not going to... We can get Thrustmaster, but do you have any favourite enemies? Escape Artist, Clarity, Berserk would be good too. Let's take Thrustmaster for now, but we might come back and grab Berserk at some point, because you can never have too much Berserk, and we'll give you some Resolve, because that's pretty low. It's not worth giving these helms to anybody, because they've all got better than that already. Right, we might just sell that padded surcoat, and we'll sell those. We're not going to be using the woodcutter's axe for the moment, so we'll sell it. Grab that. Wish there was an armourer. I really do. Actually, I think I'm going to call it here for the stream, everybody. Yeah. I had to get up early for work. I'm on call. Got a call out at 3:30 in the morning. So it's probably a good idea if I cut this a bit early and try and get a decent night's sleep tonight. Hopefully I won't get called out again. So, thank you all for joining me for this episode of Battle Brothers Legends. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the slight technical hiccups there. We will be back tomorrow night with more of the Peasant Brothers, I think we're calling them, isn't it? Yeah. So have a good one, and I will see you later. Bye.